everyone, and welcome to my very first holiday video. I couldn't be more excited to bring you this video because it's actually the very first one that I filmed on my brand new camera. Now, if you guys want to know a little bit of the backstory and the problems that I did have with my Canon EOS Rebel T3i, I did a whole blog post on it for you guys, and that's over on my blog, and I'll link it down below. I did quickly want to throw in here that my CeraVe giveaway is officially over, and I did finally contact all the winners and ship out all of the prizes. So the winners were MellyMel84, Amber Coates, Jillian Taylor, and from Facebook, Leah Kim. So congratulations to all of you guys, and if you didn't win, I'm going to have many more giveaways to come, so don't worry. Now finally, onto this super festive holiday video. I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I went ahead and filmed a makeup tutorial for you guys, but also a really fun and simple recipe. So as for the makeup tutorial, you guys will be seeing that one first, and no, I am not wearing it right now. I actually did that a few days ago and then just filmed the recipe last night, but for that makeup tutorial, it's pretty bold and dramatic. But I did want to throw in that there's a lot of ways that you guys can make this wearable for daytime also. It's kind of more of a bold holiday party look, and I thought it really turned out great. So without further ado, here's my very first holiday makeup tutorial. I'm going to start out with this Mercier foundation primer, and this is their hydrating one. I'm just applying this all over my face to make sure that my makeup lasts all day and through all of those holiday parties. Next, I'm going into a foundation that has really great coverage but also a kind of natural finish, and that would be the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in Mont Blanc for me. And I'm just applying this on a round top kabuki from Sigma, and this is their F82. Now, this next step is definitely a new one for me, but I'm just taking the tissue and I'm removing all of the excess oil from this foundation. Now, you'll see at the end how much actually comes off, and this just helps the foundation stay on really nicely and not oxidize. And I learned this from Goss makeup artist. He's here on YouTube. His name is Wayne, and he has some amazing tips if you ever get a chance to check out his videos. So now it's time to conceal, and I'm sure you guys know what concealer I'm using. I'm just going in with the Clinique Advanced Concealer, and my shade is 01 Matte Light. Now, I love this concealer because it glides on, but it sets to a very powdery finish, and I love using this under my eyes as well because it has very minimal creasing. Next, to set everything, I'm going in with my Becca pressed powder, and this one is in Porcelain, and I'm just applying this with my e.l.f. powder brush. So here, guys, I broke out my Hoola bronzer, and I hadn't used this stuff in ages, but I fell in love all over again. So here I'm just using my Sigma F05 small contour brush, and I'm just going through my forehead and the hollows of my cheeks, and this was a really beautiful color that was noticeable but not too unnatural, and I absolutely loved it. For brows, as usual, I'm using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in Brunette, and I absolutely love how this has a spoolie on one end because it just makes it really convenient. So I just go ahead and go through my brows with that and then just fill in the sparse spaces. Finally, onto eyeshadow. I went ahead and decided to use a base, and I'm using this one from Makeup Forever, and this is in number 13. And I really like this because it is a very nice champagne, sparkly color, and I thought it would be perfect for Christmas or just the holiday season in general. As far as eyeshadow goes, this whole look is done with the LORAC Pro Palette, and it's one of my favorites right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and take a very flat, just really great brush for all over the lid and go in with Nude. I really wanted a bright and sparkly lid, so I'm going to go ahead and take champagne and just kind of add that on the outer side of my lid just to kind of break up the color a little bit. But yeah, just keeping the lid really light and sparkly and very holiday inspired. Now I wanted a little bit of warmth in my crease, so I'm just taking a tapered blending brush and going in with Mauve and just taking that lightly throughout my crease. Now know, to add a little bit of drama to this look, please guys do not be afraid of black eyeshadow. I know I was for a little bit, but guys, it can really, really make a great difference. So I'm just taking that same tapered blending brush and going into black, and I'm just adding this to the outer corner, and you'll see that I blend this a lot, and that is really the key to black eyeshadow. So like I said, I'm just blending away, and I just really want to get rid of all those harsh edges, and you'll see me go back in with the black shadow and then back to this brush. So really guys, you just want to blend, add a little more color, and blend until you get that really, really deep dramatic eye, or just whatever you prefer. So after blending, I lost a little bit of that mauve color, so I'm just going back in with this with a clean brush, and I'm just really making sure that that gradient between the mauve and the black is really seamless. On to highlight, I'm just taking the two lightest matte colors, white and cream, just combining them on my brush and then adding this under my brow bone. This is actually really rare for me, but I'm taking my itty bitty baby Urban Decay Zero liner, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on my waterline. Now, I only do this for really deep, bold looks, but I really do feel like for this one I needed it, so just go ahead and do whatever you prefer. Now, sticking with that lower lash line, I'm taking a pencil brush and going in with champagne, and I'm just using this a little bit on my bottom lash line to add a little more light to that inner corner. Next up, I'm using mauve once again, and just really using this to smoke out that liner. And last but not least, I'm using a little bit of black just to darken up the outer corner of my lower lash line just a bit more. Alrighty, so now onto liner. I'm going to go ahead and go in with Maybelline Line Stiletto, and I'm just using this very, very close to the lash line, making sure to get all the way into my inner corner. Now go ahead and skip the wing for now. This doesn't have a very precise pointy applicator, so that is why we're going to use another liner in a second. To create my wing, I went ahead and went in with my Jordana Fabu liner, and this has a very, very pointy tip, which makes it very easy and really seamless when it comes to that wing, so I'm just doing that here on both eyes. On to one of my favorite mascaras at the moment, and this is the CoverGirl Bombshell Volume by Lash Blast. Now this has two sides. The first one has a big rubber wand, and I'm just using this to build a lot of volume, and I think I added about 2 or 3 coats. I'm then finishing off with side 2, and this has more natural bristles. It's more of a soft brush, but this makes the lashes very, very black and kind of sets them in place. You could totally stop here and just add a lot of mascara, but you know guys, I'm going glam for the holidays, so I'm going to be adding some false lashes. I'll be using my favorite lash glue from Revlon, and then these lashes are actually from Kiss. They're the Ever Ease lashes, and I just got these in an Ipsy bag pretty recently. If I could redo this look, I'd probably use a different pair of lashes, probably something like the Demi Wispies, but these were okay. You could just kind of see where they started and where they stopped, but I'm just going ahead and fusing them with my real lashes with my mascara once again, and then guys, you are done. I love this look because I really do think that it could go really with any lip, but you guys know me, I love me some bold lips, so I'm just going in with this Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in Standout, and this is a really, really nice bright red. I was a little bit torn when it came to this lip because I really did like the matte finish, but I did see a picture that I was kind of stemming from for inspiration, and they had a very glossy lip. So I went ahead and added this Chanel gloss over top, and I just thought it turned out really, really pretty. For blush, I just dusted a little bit of the Milani Baked Blush in Dulce Pink on my cheeks with my Eco Tools brush. And then for a highlight, I just used NARS Albatross because it has a really nice golden undertone, just with a little fan brush from Crown Brush. So what do you guys think of my really bold and festive holiday makeup look? Please let me know down below.
So that look is pretty bold and dramatic, isn't it, guys?
I definitely sat down and didn't really have a plan, and it turned out a lot more bold and dramatic than I thought it would, but I actually really liked the way that it came out because I didn't really ever have a tutorial like that here on my channel. But now getting into this recipe portion, and guys, I really fell in love with this recipe. It was so yummy. So I am making cinnamon sugared pecans, and you obviously can change this up to any kind of nut that you guys like. I particularly like the pecans, but that's just me. But these have a really kind of sentimental place in my heart. They're definitely a food that makes me think of the holiday season and just being around family because I used to get them a lot, but in the last couple years I haven't been able to find them anywhere around me, so I just decided to make them myself this year. I did run across this recipe on Pinterest, and I'm going to have it all typed out down below for you guys if you want to make this, but I'm quickly going to run you through how I made mine. So for this recipe, you're going to need 1 baking sheet, a large and small bowl, parchment paper, sugar, some water, salt, cinnamon, vanilla extract, 1 egg, a pound of any nut you like, these are pecans, and a whisk. So to begin, all you need to do is preheat your oven to 250 degrees. First, you're going to grab your large bowl and go ahead and separate that egg white. You just need the white, so I just threw my yolk away. And to that, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of water and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then just grab your whisk and beat it until it's very frothy. So set that aside and move on to your small bowl, and in that you're going to put 1 cup of sugar, 1 whole teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then just mix it together. So moving back to your egg white mixture, just go ahead and take that and pour in your whole bag of nuts. Like I said, these are pecans, but you could obviously do this with any kind of nut you like. And then I just took a wooden spoon and mixed it all together. After that is all incorporated, go ahead and take about half your sugar mixture and mix that in. And then the rest, just making sure that everything is evenly coated. Then all you have to do is take your baking sheet and line it with your parchment paper. And spread out this delicious mess into 1 layer and go ahead and stick it into the oven. Now, do not cringe, but these do bake for 1 hour, but guys, you really just set it and leave it, and all you really have to do is stir it about every 15 minutes. I just set the timer on my phone to 15 minutes, and that really helped me remember, because I'm afraid if you forget to stir these, they're just going to all stick together, so I would definitely recommend that. Another huge plus to making these is that it smells up your whole kitchen. It just smells so festive and like cinnamon, and it's really just great for this time of year. I promise you that these are super easy and almost foolproof, and guys, the end result seems like you took all day to make these, so these are definitely going to be a hit, and they're going to be gone before no time. How delicious do those look, guys? I swear I've eaten so many already, and I even made my dad take a ton to work because I did not want them sitting around the house because I would just eat everyone in sight. So that is all for my first holiday video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This is one of my favorite videos that I've made so far, and I just feel like it turned out amazing, and especially getting to film with my brand new camera, guys. I'm just so grateful. Make sure to subscribe if you're interested in more videos coming from me. I have a lot of really fun ones coming up, and even maybe Jerome's first video appearance. I am so excited. But also, please make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up just to let me know that you guys loved it. I really hope you guys are having an awesome holiday season so far, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!